like I just brought that out for the 1-year affiliate anniversary, and I don't really have any plans to add in anything new for a while. Like, obviously a lot of my alerts are off while I play Diablo because I don't want interruptions to the cinematics and shit if I can avoid it. But yeah, I mean they're all back on like later and stuff. Me, Kitty Venus. Yeah, that's my alternate form for this because my avatar's called Kelly Venus, right? And her cat form is Kitty Venus. And I don't think I've seen that one before. Did you catch the affiliate stream like a Friday or so ago? I think it was last Friday. Because if not, that was the only time like a little bit of it's been shown. Yeah, I think last Friday. Look, my space of time, let me bring up the calendar. Yeah, last Friday. Fucking, oh, I'm so bad with time. Are you drawing? No, I wasn't drawing. I did a 7 Days to Die stream where everybody was kind of encouraged to kill me for 5 hours. And I had my Key Venus, like special kind of, the pink hair form one for the, special event. Whenever it's a special event, I've got like special hair color kind of thing. I know that there's a thing right there. Yeah, there. I've got to get that, but I just want to clear out this whole place because for once I actually have the fucking time for it. Because last time I got into this area, I didn't have this much time. Hold on. What just hit you? That guy? Yeah, it is. Or there's so many like specials and stuff out here. I don't remember any of this. I don't think you came through during the event because I had Mirthless and Nick in the stream and Grim, and Shadow couldn't make it because his computer decided to die that day. Poor guy. Every time I have an event and he can be here, his fucking computer dies on him. It's like a fucking perfectly timed curse. Or no, the time before that he was sick. That was fair. Never force anybody to like be here if they, you know, aren't well and stuff. It's always like take care of yourselves first. I do feel bad for Shadow. He's doing okay. I think he's got a little bit of time off at the moment, and he spoke with the uni to I think reduce. I don't think it's 100% like reduce the workload. I think it's to, what did he get? I think expand the amount of time he could work on the stuff. Because basically what happened is his uni fucked up submitting his classes and shit on time. And he ended up with 2 students worth of workload in the same amount of time as an average student's workload. And it's like his final year or something. So it's a lot. It's too fucking much. And on top of that, he's got to like work, and he's got like social obligations and other stuff going on and whatnot. And it's just too much. But I am glad that he at least like spoke to his school and they've worked something out for him, and he's taking like a little bit of time for himself and whatnot. You know. But yeah, I know he's also been like really fucking busy, so it's been really understandable that we don't really see Shadow around much. It's really, look, I was never really great at like formal education shit. I never went for higher education stuff like that. I did like courses and shit. I just didn't go to like unis or colleges or anything.
I am overburdened.
I figured I didn't have the space for that. Nah. Maybe, nah. Nah, I can't fit that in. I thought maybe I could, but I can't fit in a full fucking bow. It needs 2 rows. That's fine. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm glad that's long since passed. You know. It's also one of those things too, like, I think you still think about it when you're in like your 20s and shit. But once you kind of get into your 30s, it's kind of like not even a thought, realistically. Because it's so fucking long ago. Once you're into your 30s, it's literally about half your life ago. You know. So, that's kind of nice. I don't have space for this, or I can always get more health, but the rejuvenation potions I use so much. Wait. Yeah, I thought so. I also had a spare sapphire, but I don't really have the space for it. I kind of want to get rid of some of these since I'm not going to really use them. And maybe get rid of some of the shitty jewels. Now that I know that... I can't believe I forgot that the jewels are unique. Each one is different, not like with the runes where they're just like color coordinated stuff. So I got rid of some runes that I shouldn't have earlier because I didn't know that. I really just hadn't looked. I hadn't got two of the same fucking color in yet. And then I got this. I got orange twice and I got like, that's a fucking special one too. I didn't even realize this. I literally got this tonight and I came and I put this in here and I didn't even realize that it's, you know, got like the special color up the top. Fucking hell. I had to pay somewhat attention. I mean, I'm generally just running around having like a great time, but there's some things where it is going straight over my head. Alright. So I think I've got the entire area mapped out. Which if I do, let's grab that bow quickly. Let's do the old walking around. So the stony thing is here. I'm going to have to come back to this. God, I love all the electricity going everywhere. It was so great. Wait, my helper died. Oh shit. Fuck, hold on. Oh fuck. Damn. Fucking, what a way to go. Guys, tough. I'm not going to grab her back yet. I'm still going to just go for a run around. I love these rocks, by the way. You can kind of also, without the information, you can kind of figure it out. And when I go into Tristram, this time... Whoop, hold on. This time round, what I want to do is I actually want to get Wort Spell and figure out where the fuck that is so that I can go and get Wort Spell on normal. So that I could do the cow level. Good at maths? I would say no. Like, I'm not bad at maths, but I sure as fuck cannot do it when I'm on stream. It's like one of those things where it requires like a little bit too much brain power while I'm live. Like I can do the whole like talking non-stop. I can do like the several different conversations, remember like a shit ton of information about every single person. I obviously forgot to sell that. But yeah, I can't do like equations and shit while I'm live. That's not something I could do. That and I'm curious what's getting hit there, honestly. That and like I didn't take like any kind of like advanced maths in school. I took the easier maths and stuff because a lot of the courses that I chose to do in school, I chose to do because of what I was doing when I left school. Because I already had a job when I was in school. So I kind of figured I was going... Like, this is also, you gotta remember, too, that, like, I'm, like, 36, right? So I also come from the era where I was kind of at the end of where most people would leave school, either go to uni or get a job, right? You would either go and get yourself a higher education to do something like, you know, be a doctor or some shit, or alternatively, oh, I should probably keep that. Or alternatively, you would kind of like, you know, get a job and you'd stay in that job for probably at least like 10 or so years, right? It was kind of common back then to sort of just do that. Whereas these days it's not really that common to do that kind of thing. So, yeah. I'm going to put that in there for now. I'll use that later. But I had kind of expected to be in that job for probably, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 years. In the same kind of job, in the same kind of industry, stuff like that. It's kind of the expectation I grew up with. And that shit's just not real. So, yeah. I don't really have much career drive in life. Like, I wasn't one of those people that was like, oh, I know what I want to be when I, you know, go and get a job and stuff like that. We killed the guy with the skeleton? Cool. Yeah, no, I was one of those people that was like, you know, when people ask like, oh, what kind of career would you like to do? I was like, I don't fucking know. I guess whatever one of my parents is doing would be good. Like, that's fine. That or like some kind of like something to do with computers, something like that would do fine. I didn't really have like personal ambition, realistically. I just didn't give a fuck. I also was kind of like, I don't know, in some ways discouraged from certain educations and stuff because, you know, God forbid I was a girl. So it's like, oh, you don't need to learn that kind of thing. Or why are you learning that? You know? But yeah, obviously later in life, I'm like, fuck those people. Stuff like that. I always wanted to be a miner, but wasn't allowed. I don't know. I kind of, at one point, was interested in, like, archaeology. That was something I was interested in, but I was pretty quickly told that my grades weren't going to be good enough. And they're like, oh, unless you could pull it up to, like, this, like, A average or whatever. Where is the goat? There. Unless you could bring up to, like, an A average or something, then maybe you could be it or something. I think that was either my teachers or my parents. I don't remember which was saying that. And I just looked at my, like, I think I had, like, a C or D average or some shit like that. And I went, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not putting in that effort. So instead of, like, motivating me to, like, actually do shit, it did the opposite. It completely just was like, okay, that's not an option for me. I'm not willing to do that. So then I started looking at, like, other shit. And on top of that, I had a lot of people telling me, it's like, oh, a lot of the stuff you learn in school isn't all that important. Like, it's the stuff that you learn outside of it. And I think I still say some of that shit because honestly, I have, like, taught myself more English and more maths and more, like, fucking skills and stuff since leaving school. But it could also be that I'm teaching myself that because I didn't do the stuff when I was in school. Who knows? I can't really say because who and what I am is what I am now. And I can't really, like, go back and fucking change that. So, there's something else here that's getting attacked. I just haven't found it yet.
I am overburdened.
Am I? Shouldn't be. I sort of am. Hey, fucking don't touch me. Ugh. Yeah, there's, like, all sorts of stuff here. Hold on. Antlers. Yeah, alright. I will have to go back for this. I don't know. I do encourage people to, like, I don't know, take their education and shit seriously while they can. But I also know that I was not one of those people that did. So, yeah.
The order welcomes you.
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't turn out too badly. It could be a lot worse. Was that one of the most important things I ever learned from school was how to play poker and cheat at it. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That one's funny though. It was not real money. It was just for fun. Still funny though. I don't know. All as I learnt was that having skill and talent for something can make it that you just naturally get a higher grade on certain things. Like, I was good at graphics. I got really, really good scores in graphics because I could draw. It was a thing that I was naturally talented in, which kind of, like, defeated the purpose. Like, maybe kind of, like, look at how things were getting graded in a different perspective. Made me wonder. I wonder how many of these fellow students, you know, maybe just are really good at English because they're really good at English, you know, or other stuff like that. Really good at English. Yeah, see, as I've said before, I was part of a fucking 3-year experiment as a primary school student for creative education. So basically, my ability to understand and fucking spell shit and all that stuff in English is really poor because I was part of a group of kids that was, like, subjected to creative learning instead of the same way that everybody else has been taught the same kind of, like, you know, how to spell shit, how to form a sentence and stuff. So, like, yeah, it's definitely made the rest of life a lot harder. Makes it really difficult for me to figure out how to fucking say certain words and sentence punctuation, all that stuff. Like, I've had to kind of pick up the slack and teach myself that shit. I don't appreciate having to do that, but I wonder if it really would have been much different if I had been taught right from the beginning. Would I have been, like, just better at English and shit at everything else? Who knows? I do much video games. Everyone was like, oh my god, how do you know so much English? Because you play so much games. I don't see that really as a problem. If you're playing a game in another language and it allows you to kind of advance, like, learning another language, I really see that as an issue. Like, I don't really have any games that are in other languages, but it hasn't made me better at English as an English speaker because all my shit's in English. Just means I play the game a little bit faster, you know? Alright, let's get the book.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive, and her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among the clergy, although some say that more remains unfound, still buried alongside the rotting skulls that bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
That was fast too. It's difficult to understand things. Like, shoot them in the knee, and I was stuck for so long until I did it out of luck. Yeah. I could see that being fucking difficult. Especially when it's so fucking specific. The tower on the Black Marsh beyond the Dark Wood. Passage. Oh yeah, yeah, no, it's all good. As long as we've got them all. I'll have to go back to town and talk to people. Are there still creatures here? Come on, I've been roaming around. Holy shit. How have I missed them? No worries, Scarlet. I only understood shoot and kill and go to and other basic words, but not the word for knee. The thing is, like, I've kind of, like, picked up on some words in, like, Japanese and stuff like that from just watching a lot of, like, anime and shit. However, I would not go as far as to say that I'm some kind of fluent in it or some shit, because I'm not. But I can definitely, like, walk away from anime and understand some of it. The only problem is that cartoon language isn't always the same as, like, real language. It's based off the same thing, but the way things are pronounced or the tones and pitches and stuff is set at is sometimes slightly different. He doesn't have anything to talk to me about. One of these people are gonna have something to say.
Good to see you.
I was hoping somebody would. I know that as soon as I level, I'll be able to use the new shoes, because I've got real shit shoes. I really do. So basically, I've also not really used the spear all that much. I don't know what I think about it. Like, it is better, but then again, I have my Kelly's mace. So, oh, Morning Stars, sorry. I really should keep that. I could probably get rid of this if that's the case. That did give me a chance to block, and it did give me, like, a whole bunch of resistances and stuff. So that's the only problem with that. It did make me really strong when I was fighting. I don't know if that's because of resistances, or if that was just because of how I was hitting. Bonus to attack, lifesteal, and per hit. Open wounds. I mean, that was for Paladin, technically. Light radius, damage to undead. I am using this at the moment, but I don't know what I think about it. I don't go for the spears a lot, but it is, like, black and silver, and that looks pretty fucking awesome. I do really like black and silver. I don't know if you guys noticed, but, like, I kind of like fucking, like, black, silver, and white for the most part. Like, I don't mind blue, lavender, and mint as well. and purple. No, lavender is purple. Fucking hell. Sorry, my brain's short-circuited. Like, they're kind of the colors that I like. But, yeah. Alright. Might as well put my money away for the moment. So, I thought that somebody in town would want to talk to me about...
Yes?
Maybe I just have to go through to the area and then come back for the stones. Because it's saying... Not that. How do I get that going? There. Must be back. No worries, however. Let's see. Quest. So, to obviously search for Cain, I've got to go through the underground passage to Darkwood. Search for a tree of... Inferus? Recover the scroll. So... Underground passage to the Darkwood. Okay, so I can't find the tree till I'm in the Darkwood. Alright. And then this is also... Look for the tower and Black Marsh beyond the Darkwood. Alright, so I've basically got to go straight to the Darkwood. So I've got to go through that underground area. Alright, it's fine. I remember having this problem last time. I'm like, what am I missing? I knew I'd found that. And I'm like, where's the tree? And I looked around for ages and I couldn't find the fucking tree. But I can't go through that until I've got the tree. Because the tree has a scroll. Mate, how did you survive? Makes me wonder sometimes. Calm down, love. Oh, that nasty smoothness while it was like rendering in. Love it. If I recall right, this was a really hard area to begin with. Yeah. Fucking hell. That is something. Let's give you... Can I give you a decoy? Yeah, play with her. Definitely play with her for a bit. Okie dokie. Get up here. I actually quite like... I like a lot of like the old Diablo part through here where it's like a lot drier in the caves and stuff. But I still like the fact that you kind of have to go through caves and passages and all sorts of stuff between the areas. Like, it's not just as simple as, oh, you're going from field to field to field. Like, you know how in, like MMOs, right? A lot of the time you just walk between areas. It's like one big, massive, like, island and everything's super accessible. Can you imagine as a trader, right? You cannot bring a caravan through here. It just can't. So what do you have to do if you want to get supplies to the next nearest town? You walk through that ship by yourself. Maybe you could, if you're lucky, maybe get like a pack animal that's willing to go underground at times. But there are a few areas that are only accessible from area to area by portal. It makes me wonder, before the portals were a thing, how the fuck they get there? Did they just not? I just like the extra little detail of that kind of thing because, yeah, it's a world building part that I think is so easily overlooked, and it's really well done, kind of well thought of in a sense, you know? I love that my helper's that far back. Ooh, hold on.
I am overburdened.
How overburdened? Very overburdened. Yikes, level overburden. Gothic Shield's probably going to be the whole length of that, so let me just put that there for a minute. Should be right for like 5 minutes, I'm sure of it. Not there. Maybe we put you in here. There we go, that works. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. I need to pick up... is it only the health? Yeah, it looks like it's only health here. Okay, that's fine. I can hit that up. I'll grab that and then we'll go back. I want to see what this Gothic shield is. Because I remember using one that was a set piece.
Hello.
I'm wondering whose set piece it is. That's going to allow me to grab some things. The other thing too, faster hit recovery. I'll go have a look at some of the things that I have in my inventory. Like the charms that I'm keeping. Ishin Heart's Parry. I don't recall that one. 40 plus defense. Attacker takes lightning damage at 4. That shield just looks epic. Hold on. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I need to go look at my shield. I need to go look at that fucking skeleton little rock shield thing. Hold on. Calm down, chickens. It's alright. 30 defense. That's stronger. Chance to block is 45%, which that one's less. Durability should be about... Oh, durability is insane on this thing. What the fuck? So faster hit recovery. That one's plus 40 defense. So basically this thing's enhanced itself for defense. Otherwise, I think it would be 30 defense. It would be less than... No, well, defense-wise equal to, but less than on the other stats. And I only put a diamond in here. Diamonds on a shield do resistances. So that's probably what the resistances in here are probably about. Yeah. Well, that seemed really good. I don't think it's that great. The other thing too is it does tell you like required level, right? The required level kind of gives you an idea of where the item should be usable, but god damn, it's like a required level of 8. If it wasn't enhanced defense, if this was one of those things where, you know how in one of the Diablos you could request to like re-roll on the item specs, I wonder what the alternate specs are. This is 12% faster hit recovery. Is there anything I would swap for that? Any resistance, fire resistance, dexterity, maximum stamina, cold damage. That one does fire damage. I don't think so. Faster hit recovery is good though. It allows me to like bounce back from shit. I'm trying to keep the smaller ones as smaller groups as possible because it takes up less space and I can add more than like all these and stuff, which, by the way, since I obviously can't keep that, how am I going for... Let's talk about mana. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to get rid of some of these runes. So I do like the fire damage ability, right? I'm looking more at things that I could put into like a bow or into like this thing and stuff. If I was able to socket something and I was able to socket something that was actually pretty useful. Also, I realized all my weapons are really dark. I think I have a thing for dark weapons apparently. That doesn't surprise me. But fire damage would be good. Life stolen per hit. Like, I don't think I want that. Target defense, regenerate mana. Regenerate mana is so good for anything that's not that, but I think I have a second one of that. Damage to undead, attack rating against undead, slower stamina drain. What was the last one? Increased chance of blocking. Poison damage I will always keep. I like doing poison damage. Weapon knockback. Lightning damage, lightning resistance. Cold damage, cold resistance. That one's a really weak one by the look of it. Oops, hold on. Maximum damage. 15% damage taking ghost mana. I do like that. Keep that for now. Increased attack speed. I don't mind the idea of that, but I don't think I'd actually use it. So I'm gonna take the space and throw that up in here. If we can move that over. I'm just seeing if I can fit shit in here, you know? Maybe I can put that there and then we can bring the extra stones up.